Hi, UAW Region 9A. My name is Ardu Cow, and I'm the co-chair of the Civil and Human Rights Council for our region. For our region's Black History Month project, my pick is James Baldwin, the writer and activist who lived from 1924 to 1987. Here he is at his famous debate with William Buckley in 1965, discussing the insidiousness of internalized oppression.
What this does to the subjugated, the most private, the most serious thing this does to the subjugated, is to destroy his sense of reality. It destroys, for example, his father's authority over him. His father can no longer tell him anything because the past has disappeared, and his father has no power in the world. This means, in the case of an American Negro, born in that glittering republic, and in the moment you are born, since you don't know any better, every stick and stone and every face is white, and since you have not yet seen a mirror, you suppose that you are too. It comes as a great shock around the age of 5 or 6 or 7 to discover that the flag to which you have pledged allegiance, along with everybody else, has not pledged allegiance to you. It comes as a great shock to discover that Gary Cooper killing off the Indians when you were rooting for Gary Cooper, that the Indians were you. It comes as a great shock to the...
Baldwin spoke and wrote so incisively not only on race and its intersection with family and religion, as in his first novel, Go Tell It on the Mountain, and his first collection of essays, Notes of a Native Son. But as a gay man, he also wrote about so many other kinds of intersecting identities, which means a lot to me as a person with multiple marginalized identities. His second novel, Giovanni's Room, was from the point of view of a white gay man, and almost all his other novels examine intersections of race, class, gender, age, and a host of other identities. My personal favorite is If Beale Street Could Talk, which is narrated by a young woman experiencing systemic racism, classism, and sexism. I'm going to leave you with a fan mashup, a quote from Baldwin on aspects of work, labor, and status from his collection, Nobody Knows My Name or Notes of a Native Son, read for you by Kevin Kennerly, mashed up with visuals from the trailer for If Beale Street Could Talk, a beautiful film and adaptation directed by Barry Jenkins. Okay, first here's the quotes.
We must, however, consider a rather serious paradox. Though American society is more mobile than Europe's, it is easier to cut across social and occupational lines there than it is here. This has something to do, I think, with the problem of status in American life. Where everyone has status, it is also perfectly possible, after all, that no one has. It seems inevitable, in any case, that a man may become uneasy as to just what his status is. But Europeans have lived with the idea of status for a long time. A man can be as proud of being a good waiter as of being a good actor, and, in neither case, feel threatened. And this means that the actor and the waiter can have a freer and more genuinely friendly relationship in Europe than they are likely to have here. The waiter does not feel, with obscure resentment, that the actor has made it, and the actor is not tormented by the fear that he may find himself tomorrow once again a waiter. This lack of what may roughly be called social paranoia causes the American writer in Europe to feel, almost certainly for the first time in his life, that he can reach out to everyone, that he is accessible to everyone and open to everything. This is an extraordinary feeling. He feels, so to speak, his own weight, his own value. It is as though he suddenly came out of a dark tunnel and found himself beneath the open sky. And in fact, in Paris, I began to see the sky for what seemed to be the first time. It was borne in on me, and it did not make me feel melancholy that this sky had been there before I was born and would be there when I was dead. And it was up to me, therefore, to make of my brief opportunity the most that could be made.